A round of pop-up storms caused some problems around town today. Houston storm chaser Pastor Jaime Garcia shot video of high water. This is along Jensen Drive in North Houston, where some employees were stranded on the steps of their business, waiting for that water to recede from their parking lot.
Yeah, welcome to Houston, where it can be dry, sunny 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, there's blinding rain. David, no named storm, no hurricane, no tropical storm, just rain.
We had tropical storm conditions in many spots today. Rain and 60-mile-an-hour winds out of that storm near Jersey Village. We're going to do it again tomorrow, I think. And I wanted to show you this. Carrie Lynn, thank you for posting this pic on Twitter. You said I could use it, and here it is. Beautiful picture of a shelf cloud that was moving toward the Belleville area earlier this afternoon. This is the leading edge of a gust front that's pushing that way. The wind is blowing very strongly to the west at the surface. You see the rain behind it, and that shelf cloud is lifted by that approaching wind. And I can show you the storm that was causing this scary looking display out in Austin County. Take a look at the radar. This is a radar snapshot from 4:25 this afternoon. That's the storm near Hempstead, but it pushed outflow to the west toward Brenham Industry and Belleville, and that's the storm right there that was developing right above Carrie Lynn's head. Thanks for the pic, Carrie Lynn. I enjoyed that. Radar settled down this evening. All's quiet. Wednesday, we'll start mostly quiet, maybe 1 or 2 showers near the coast in the morning, but everybody else is dry at sunrise. By lunchtime, though, you better have your umbrella ready. 50-50 chance for thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong into the afternoon, just like we saw earlier today. Take a look at FUTURETRACK by 6 a.m. Maybe a couple little stray showers near the coast. Everybody else dry, mid to upper 70s for overnight lows. But by lunchtime, this is noon tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms begin to bubble up as we head toward 85. We'll make near 90. 1 or 2 of these storms could be strong as we head into 2:33 in the afternoon. And then just like today, in the past couple of days, whoosh, it all settles down and exits the area by 8, 9, 9:30. High temp today did make 94 before those storms cooled us off. They quickly dropped temps into the 70s as they passed through. Record highs 102 set on this hot, dry day back in 1980. All's quiet outside. 75. It's a beautiful summer evening out there with these rain-cooled pockets all over the place. It's fairly comfortable. Dew points down to 70. Light northeast breeze at 6 miles an hour. Hobbies at 80. Galveston, you're the warm spot, 85. Conroe 72. Tomball 74. Sugar Land is 79. Cleveland is 71. The tropics are quiet. Got a couple of thunderstorms in the western Caribbean, but nothing developing of a tropical nature. This little spot has a 10% chance or less, says the Hurricane Center. Even if it does develop, what there is of this is going to stay in the North Atlantic. It's no threat to anybody. The intertropical conversion zone, see the thunderstorms there? That's a spot we sometimes watch for development. However, the dust is thick right over that intertropical conversion zone, continues to spill off the west coast of Africa, and that dust is a warm, dry layer of air. Hurricanes are just the opposite of warm and dry. They want things really, really moist, and that just zaps the energy out of any developing storm. We've got heavy dust in the Caribbean right now, and still some pretty thick dust over Houston. However, see this hole in the dust over the Gulf? That's heading our way. So we should get a break from the dust tomorrow, only to see it thicken back up as we head into Friday and the weekend as more dust comes in from Africa. Here's the extended forecast then. Aside from the dust, summer continues normally. 92, 50-50 chance for scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. 40% chance for scattered thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. I'll lower the rain chance to 20% Saturday and Sunday. The weekend looks pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. We're getting warm. We're getting cooled off by afternoon thunderstorms. The tropics are quiet. The dust is making my eyes itch, but I'll take that. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, keep lowering those rain chances too, though, Dave.
I'll work on that. I will.
Thank you.